What is up, everybody? Dante Pittman here, and welcome to the final Gameshow Speak Podcast of 2022. I am your man, Dante Pittman. Joining me is over here to my right, the king of Deal No Deal, the king of Millionaire, whatever, Michael
You
Bombardier.
mean the OG King of Millionaire?
The OG king of Millionaire.
And I hereby declare you the prince of it.
The prince. Ooh, I'm the prince.
Just to give you the benefit of the doubt, you know?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's good.
never.
Good.
Yeah, because you haven't had any benefits since you were in
Michael?
Eugene.
It's all right. It's time to put our hands on the buzzers.
Let's put your hands on your
It's
buzzers.
time
We
to get
got
some
some topics for you.
Yes, we do. Well, now normally we would do the TV ratings at during around the end or so, but we're gonna do it at the beginning. Okay. So Wednesday, Showcase Showdown. CBS claims Quiet Night with Price is Right at Night rerun. All right, on Wednesday's ratings, CBS is The Price is Right at Night rerun led Wednesday, aka Christmas Eve, in both total viewers and in the demo. The Price is Right at Night.
I have a question for that. I have a question. Why did they have to say Eve 4 times?
I don't know. I just don't know. All right. The Price is Right at Night rerun drew 4.4 billion total viewers in the 0.5 demo rating, after which a Grammy salute to the songs of Paul Simon did 3.8 million in the 0.3. Night 3 of Fox's Lego Celebrity Holiday Spectacular was steady with 1.1 million in the 0.3. All right, leading out of a Dolly Parton's Magic Mountain Christmas Encore, The Wheel, 1.6 million, 0.3 was steady on Night 3 of 10 on NBC. Over on the CW's Bebo Save Christmas this year drew 290K in the 0.0. All right, Tuesday's review. Okay. CBS wins with Mariah Carey special. Oh, dear Lord. In the latest Tuesday's TV ratings, The Grinch and Santa Claus is Coming to Town led Tuesday in the demo, while CBS's Mariah Carey holiday special unwrapped the night's biggest audience. CBS's Mariah.
Well, why do you go for? Oh God!
I was like, Tommy does that song.
All those viewers, ladies and gentlemen, will be donated to Nick Cannon, who could use them.
CBS's Mariah Carey, Merry Christmas to All, drew 3.8 million total viewers in the 0.4 demo rating. A rerun of Ghost's Christmas episode retained 1.8 million in the 0.1. NBC's airing of Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, featuring the voice of Benedict Cumberbatch, did 2.6 million in the 0.5. The Real, 1.7 million, 0.3, ticked up with episode 2 of 10. ABC's Santa Claus is Coming to Town drew 2.8 million, 0.5, followed by Disney Prep and Landings, 1.8 million, 0.3, and the sequels, 1.6 million, 0.3. All right. Fox's Lego Masters Celebrity Holiday Spectacular, 1.3 million, 0.3, was steady on night 2 of 3. With its stateside finale on the CW for professionals, 290K 0.0 improved on last week's audience low while flat in the demo. Monday, all right. NBC rounds out the year with a 2-week takeover of the UK smash hit game show The Wheel, hosted by renowned British comedian Michael McIntyre. The all-new US version showcases a colossal spinning wheel celebrity guests who help everyday contestants win life-changing money. The takeover began Monday, December 19th, with new episodes airing nightly at 10 p.m. Eastern Pacific, and continues the following week with new episodes airing at 8 p.m. The series features suspense, high-stakes trivia, laugh-out moments, and more than 50 all-star guests seated on a spectacular 42-foot-wide spinning wheel.
Something.
Yes.
I was watching one of the episodes, probably one of these nights, and on it was former Hollywood Squares and Dance with the Stars host Tom Bergeron, of course.
Yes, he was a part of it. All right. In Monday's ratings, ABC's share of the Monday Night Football broadcast of the Packers win over the Rams, it averaged 6.7 million total viewers and 1.1 demo rating, dominating the night on both counts. CBS rerun of The Neighborhood drew Monday's next largest audience, 3.7 million, and tied NBC's Shrek 2, airing for the night's second highest demo number. Leading out of Shrek 2, the debut of NBC's The Wheel, which airs nightly this week and next, drew just 1.3 million and 0.2. Fox's Lego Masters Celebrity Hobby Spectacular opened with 1.2 million and a 0.2. Episode 2 airs tonight. The CW's presentation of this year's greatest holiday commercials countdown did 590K and a 0.1. Yep, that's it here for the ratings. Now, oh boy, Jeremy Clarkson to stay on Millionaire. ITV content boss Kevin Ligo has become the first senior ITV executive to respond to Jeremy Clarkson's controversial Meghan Markle column, branding the article awful, but stating he will keep his job as host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Clarkson's article, quote, did not represent our values, Ligo told journalists at the Broadcasting Press Guild lunch yesterday afternoon, adding it was awful and he has acknowledged that. I don't know what he was thinking. Meanwhile, Scottish MP John Nicholson wrote to ITV CEO Karen McCall, urging her to ask Clarkson, who has hosted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for 5 years, to stand down. McCall was yet to respond, but Ligo said Clarkson will continue presenting the format.
Oh, if I was in her shoes, I would have brought back Chris Tarrant.
No, I think Chris wanted to stay away from Millionaire.
No, I said if.
I know, but imagine Richard Hammond as the host of Millionaire. Oh, Lord.
I wouldn't think of it.
Yeah, I know. But at least it would be good to see. All right, now we have to pay tribute to Franco Harris, the guy who made the Immaculate Reception, the NFL's greatest player of all time, who passed away early Wednesday. And he was 72. Oh. He was on Wheel of Fortune, 2 Minute Drill, and Games People Play. His son told the Associated Press that Harris died overnight, but did not give other details. He won 9 consecutive Pro Bowls from 1970 to 1980. Was the Offense Rookie of the Year in 1972. It was named to the NFL's 1970s All-Decade team. He finished his 13-year career with 12,120 rushing yards, 91 rushing touchdowns, then a record and 9 receiving touchdowns for 100 total. His zealous fan base was dubbed Franco's Italian Army, and many were wearing military helmets to home game at Free River Stadium. He was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame in 1990. Pro Football Hall of Fame, I should say. Oh, man. My thoughts go out to his family at this time.
Absolutely. Mine, too. And in terms of the game show world, Harris has appeared on Wheel of Fortune, 2 Minute Drill, Games People Play, and I want to follow up on 2 Minute Drill because I'm thinking about a plan, not for your server, for Dante, but in another server that I'm involved in. I'm thinking of doing a series of 2 Minute Drill.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure.
Okay, I know you're thinking about it. All right. Now, let's check this here. Mario Lopez and Ana Gasteyer to host the Tournament of Roses parade. All right. NBC will continue the tradition of ringing in the new year with a live broadcast of the 134th Rose Parade presented by Honda. It'll be live streamed on Peacock, Access Hollywood, and Access Daily with Mario Kid co-host Mario Lopez and American Auto star Anna Gasteyer will take the reins for this year's telecast from Pasadena, California, on Monday, January 2nd from 11:30 to 1 p.m. Most NBC affiliates will also carry the optional coverage of the parade from 11 to 11:30. NBC is celebrating its 95th year broadcasting the Rose Parade, beginning on radio in 1927 and then televising the annual event beginning in 1954. Headlining the annual event this year is former Arizona Congresswoman gun violence protection advocate Gabby Giffords, who was recently announced by the Tournament of Roses as a 2023 Grand Marshal. Giffords' heroic recovery from traumatic injuries epitomizes this year's optimistic theme, turning the corner. Final preparations are underway as the nearly 1,000 Light Club volunteers devote more than 80,000 meticulous hours created this year's masterpiece floral throws, which will span up to 75 feet long and 35 feet high. The eye-popping floats will feature events such as pyrotechnics, smoke, waterfalls, streamers, and bubbles. The parade begins with a B-2 Spirit flying over, after which viewers will enjoy hundreds of energetic performers and 21 marching bands from the U.S. and around the world. Parade participants also include the equestrian teams, the U.S. MC Mounted Color Guard, and of course the famous Rose Queen in her royal court.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen?
I haven't seen
Have you seen the Tournament of Roses?
I haven't.
I haven't either.
I think only the Rose Bowl game is uninterested.
I see.
Now it's time for my famous phrase.
Yep.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, is the moment you've all been waiting for.
Yes, it's time for another round of the Gameshow Speak Podcast announcer food chain. This time we'll do the announcers of match game. And I'll take this one. And, oh boy, rule 1, basically our opinion. Rule 2, we're only counting one person's announcing tenure as one announcing tenure, even to do two separate stints.
And number 3, we're not accepting the guest announcers.
Yes, of course.
Or ones from the pilots.
Yes, ones from the pilots. Now, all right, without further ado, let's get started at number 1. And this is the guy who announced the show 1972.
1962.
1962, right, sorry. 1962, the man that announced the match game. Oh, goodness. My man. And he actually filled for Charles Nelson Riley one time. Johnny Olsen.
Well, let me correct you on that.
Okay.
When you said filling for Charles Nelson Riley, Gary Burkhoff was supposed to fill in for a week. He did it for 4 episodes. It's because at the beginning of the week, Gary had showed up was late to the first taping. So he couldn't do the first taping. So Gary Burkhoff was originally intended to fill in.
Okay.
So there's some clarification for you, Dante.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for the clarification.
But in terms of Johnny Olsen, 20 years with Gene Rayburn, man, he's easily number 1.
Easily number 1 indeed. The fact that he did double duty, one for filling Charles Nelson Riley's spot on the top row with Brett Summers and doing the announcing.
Actually, for Gary Burkhoff.
Gary Burkhoff. Okay, Gary Burkhoff. That's right. Yeah.
Charles was on a vacation, and they had Gary Burkhoff fill in. They had Gary fill in until he came back.
Yes. Yeah.
Man. See, that's where your memory's starting to fade.
Yes. Not Jeff Hardy's twist of fate, thank God.
No, fade. F-A-D-E.
Yeah. Thank God it's not fading to black like Malachi Black.
The House of Black.
Yes.
Don't be scared if Julia Hart comes running to your house.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Anyway, Johnny Olsen, number one, easy, because when you hear that theme and his voice saying, "Get ready to match the stars," you know it's going to get on here. So, number one
It's
for
getting
now.
down for real.
Number one for now. He will always be number one for us.
He could probably stay there.
He can probably stay there. Yeah, who knows? Anyway, announcing number two. This match game was having its second revival in 1990. And the man that announced Family Feud and many other game shows, including Card Sharks, Gene Wood.
Family Feud, Password, Card Sharks.
Oh boy, he's an easy number two now.
Yeah,
easy
number two.
I mean, when I heard originally that Bert Convy was going to be the host of the 1990 version of Match Game, but he had to pull out due to having a brain tumor.
Yeah, and Super Password.
Yes, and so a new host will have to found quickly.
Ross Schaefer.
Yes, found Ross Schaefer.
And here's a fun fact. One of the microphones that Ross used was kind of somewhat similar to the ones used in the early 70s.
Yeah, yes.
Like 74-ish.
Yeah, 74-ish.
Late 74?
Yeah, late 74, early 1975. But when they did I like the format what they did to 1990, Match Game 1990. I love the matchup format, which is actually a pretty good counterbalance.
And also they played for money.
Yes, you played for money.
Instead of points.
Yeah, instead of points. It's not that bad. I actually like that. That's actually pretty good. But back to Gene Wood. My goodness, Gene Wood. God rest your soul. This man is freaking good at what he can do. Easily number two. Easy number two.
Easily.
All right. Now, announcing number three. This is from the 1998 revival of Match Game.
Oh, with Michael Berger?
Yes, with Michael Berger. I'm trying to figure out the guy's name.
Paul Boland.
Paul Boland. Okay, so I have not seen an episode of Match Game 1998.
One positive I will give about this revival, I like the fact that it returned to Studio 33.
Yes. The thing that I liked about Match Game 1998 is that they brought back what worked in the old school format. But the only problems I have was one, the cheapened payouts, two, the 5 panelist format, which I don't know why.
You should have stuck with 6.
Yeah,
but
you should have
Paul, I don't know.
And the fact that he had the cheapened payouts from 5,000. Well, this is the end of the 1990s, early and going to the early to mid 2000s. At least make it more bigger.
I don't know about Paul, to be honest with you.
And I know Howard Squares came out in that same year. Man.
I think they were, and I think Hollywood, and I think Squares also taped in Studio 33, if I remember.
But I did like.
Wasn't it in Television City? Wasn't Squares taped in Television City? I think it was. Let me check.
Yeah, go on and check. But oh man, wow.
I mean, it should. It should have. I mean, and they should have been at Television City. They should have. Let me see here.
Yeah, let's check this out.
Let me check.
I gotta do this.
Yeah, Television City.
Television City. Wow.
And I think it was the same studio.
Okay. All right. Well, the 1998 Match Game had a nice party vibe. I mean, I don't mind party vibes in the game show. In the game show world, that's fine. Fine with me. I don't really care. So we'll just put him at number 3 for Paul Bunyan at number 3 for now. But that will change.
To be safe.
Yes, just be safe.
It's time for old Richie.
Yep. It's time for old announcer number 4, Game Show Marathon, almost to the finals of Game Show Marathon, Rich Fields.
He's more suited for Price.
Yes, as we said in the other food chain, he is more suited for Price than this.
So 4?
See, I was actually going to put him up at number 3.
Oh.
I was going to put him up at number 3 because I don't think. Wow.
All right, 3 then.
Yeah, I was going 3.
Go to 26.
Number 3. Okay. French. Okay. Now, the one thing I'll give them credit for is they did revive the 1970 set, which is nice.
The old logo.
Yep, the old logo and the original music. And I think Adam Carolla makes it very good.
Dawson?
Yeah.
And Betty was back in her place.
Yeah, he's back in her place. I think Adam Carolla did Richard Dawson's position proud. But Ricky Lake, get her out of here. No, it's trash, man.
Here's my message to Ricky. You know, Ricky, you'd be doing the community a great service if you got the crap out of town.
Imagine Ricky Lake coming over to your house.
I'd be like having nightmares left and right.
Oh, God. Anyway, so Richfield's at number 3. I believe one more to go. It's the man that was at the helm, and it got canceled on ABC.
Surprisingly, it should have been on longer.
Yeah, it should have been on longer. Steve French is the guy.
He's no Johnny.
He's no Johnny. That's right.
He does it really, really well.
Yes, he does it really well. But what did you think Alec Baldwin as the host of Match Game?
He brought his own vibe to it.
I think they should have brought somebody else to host Match Game, to be honest.
Like whom?
Jimmy Fallon.
NBC?
Yeah. Because I've seen
NBC wouldn't allow him back in.
Yeah. Damn. Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel Live?
Yep, Kimmel Live.
He still got that.
Oh,
he's more suited for Kimmel Live than.
Yeah, he was more suited for Jimmy Kimmel Live than Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I think Joe McHale could do Match Game.
Donny Osmond?
No, Joe McHale.
No, I was throwing in a suggestion.
Okay. Oh, okay. Donny Osmond. Yeah, I could see Donny.
He did Pyramid. He did Pyramid good. Why not do another?
I don't know. I don't really know. Well, I mean, I like how they brought back the set, the original music. Now, the idea...
They updated Gene's mic.
Yeah, they updated Gene's mic, of course. Imagine if Gene Rainbourne were still alive today. The super match, though.
He'd
Super
still
match
be
is still the
wacky
same.
regardless.
Yep. So super match is played as normal, and it's perfect. But $25,000, that's the top prize.
I would consider respectable.
It is respectable, but I would have gone with 50,000 to be honest. Heck, even 100,000, I would deal. But just
Are you taking notes out of Card Sharks?
pretty much.
But Steve French.
But Steve French, ooh, I think I should put him at 5. I think I should put him
What?
at 5.
He was really good though.
Okay. Yeah, he did good. But I don't want to put him above Johnny. We know that. We're not putting him above Johnny.
We don't want to put him above Gene either.
Yeah, we're not putting him above Gene.
Why put him at 5? He was really good.
I was playing. We liked him. So you want to put him at? So you want to put him at 3? 3 would have been more.
I was going to.
All right, let's put him at 3. Let's put him at number 3. So let's run down the chain, fellas. Let's run down the chain. At the number 1 spot, of course, Johnny Olsen. Announcer number 2, of course, Gene Wood. Announcer number 3, Steve French. Announcer number 4, Rich Fields. And announcer number 5 is Paul Bunland.
And that will wrap it up for us.
Yep, that's it. That's the chain. That's all 5 announcers. And ladies and gentlemen, Michael, wrap it up.
And I shall close indeed. Folks, well, thank you so much for joining into another Game Show Speak podcast. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, give us your thoughts on all the topics. Subscribe to Dante Pittman. Hit the notification bell whenever he does live stream release on all times. Check out the Game Show Lounge YouTube channel. Subscribe to yours truly, Mike Bombardier. So we must now bid each and every one of you adieu. So we'll see you next week. And that will be next week with another episode of Game Show Speak. Goodbye, Game Show fanatics. And good night.
Hold on, Michael. Hold on. I gotta finish up here. Yes, this is the final episode. This is the final Game Show Speak podcast of 2022. We will come on back next week, of course. Next week will be the first one of 2023. So can't wait for that.
So as I was saying, goodbye, Game Show fanatics, and a happy new year. And good night. Bang.